Hey, TikTok. Okay, so there's a message coming in about alchemy. There's another message coming in about, okay, so 3 messages. Let's see if I can tap into them one at a time, Spirit. Okay. So the first message is about divine connections, and we know that we continue to talk about divine connections, is what they're saying to me. But it's really important because people are going to misunderstand. There's this energy of like misunderstanding the connections that are coming into our lives for like love or like, and they say sex is natural. Can I say that? I don't know. Sex is a natural thing. A lot of times they're pointing to when they say to me, like when I'm doing things and I'm kind of disconnected, I'm like, look, I got to go da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, that's okay. It's your human experience, you know? Like, that's how you live your human experience. It's okay. But what they're saying is like these connections are coming in to move through us, and it's going to happen very rapidly. I think that is what they want you to understand, like the urgency. And so that is leading into this other message of alchemy. And what they're saying is like these things are going to happen. They're going to be experiences, and not only in divine connections where we feel like it's like romantic, but even in families and friends and workspaces and places, that there's going to be connections, moments, extended time, but not all for like a lifetime, right? There are going to be these magical moments that we begin to have so that they move us through certain energy, certain behavior patterns, thought patterns, energetic patterns. They're going to move us through these things because we need to move through them, the things that are stagnant. So just be very mindful of like where your mind is, how you're thinking, the narratives that you're telling yourself, and what you're trying to manifest and bring in. Pay attention to your algorithm. See what is being put out and reflected back to you. And you can see that through your friends and through your, your words and your experiences and things like that. Okay, so then they're going, that is leading us into the alchemy. And they want you to not fear the experiences that you're going to have because they're saying that we are going to alchemize them really fast. So in the past, they've been heavier because there's been a lot of water energy. And it's been like, like very, like a lot emotionally, heaviness. And they're saying that we are going to alchemize through fire. And so that is sparks. And that is like, and it's quick. And so our ability to transmute that energy through our chakras is going to be a faster transition if we allow it to be. But we are alchemists. Okay. There was a third message. What was the third message, Spirit? Okay. Yes. So the other message is about our gifts. And what they're saying is our gifts have changed and they're coming online quicker. They're not quicker. They're saying they're coming online, but they're fast to us. They feel sudden. And that they're not. And so they're saying like for those of you that are experiencing this newness in your gifts and your intuition. So like for me, I am now coming from an inward expression outward, where before I was outward and hearing outward, like I was coming from a masculine perspective is how they were saying it to me earlier. So my gifts, I've always been clairaudient. I've always kind of been connected to spirit in a very odd way. I've always heard spirit and like I can tell you so many stories where I hear and see angels and all these things, right? But I've always just kind of been like, oh, that's who I am. And then like over the last couple weeks, this summer is when it really started. And I was like, oh my God, what is this stuff happening to me? Like when you look around at other people, like, is this not happening to you as well? And no, it's not. So, and then it kind of went away. And then I felt like, oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? But I knew that the planets were transitioning, and it has a lot to do with Neptune moving out of Pisces into Aries, where we're able to tap into these different gifts consciously because our conscious is now elevated, and we have completed a major cycle that allows us space to tap into something bigger than we can even imagine. And so what they're saying is like, do not fear the gifts that are coming. Celebrate them. Like, they're going to be magical and you're magical, but they keep saying like there's a shift of them, right? There's an importance of you to understand that there's been a shift in them. So even if, so like, for example, when they say masculine, it's like I've always felt and heard from the external, the physical, like, oh, like it's been external. It's felt like an external energy towards me. And I'm like, oh, I can hear it. And now I have to close my eyes because I'm channeling it through my inner world, right? Like I have to remove myself and open up my channel and tap into an inner world where I'm learning that they can either speak through me and they say that will change. Okay. Like where I can either choose to speak and interpret the energy that they're giving me, or they're going to speak and just tell you what they want to say to you. And both things can happen. Okay, so those are the 3 messages. I don't know. I hope they help. I hope they resonate. Know that you are loved. You are loved. I love you. Thank you for being here and watching this transition happen. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm excited. Okay.